Hello, Sunday. Hello, Sunday. Hello, Sunday. Is that how you do it? No? Anyway, hello, Sunday. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Happy Mother's Day. Hard to believe it's Mother's Day once again. It just feels like yesterday I was celebrating Mother's Day. That one doesn't really work, does it? Because you're like, wait, it's Mother's Day? And then to make it even more confusing, like in different parts of the world, Mother's Day is celebrated on a different day. Like in Great Britain, Mother's Day was like last month. Here in Denmark, it's the same as America. And the only reason I know that is because I was looking out the window this morning and there were people just walking. Everybody who was walking by had flowers. Every single person who walked by this morning going somewhere had flowers. And I thought to myself, I should go buy some flowers. Today, we're going to jump right into it and start playing some of this fantastic game. And I was thinking to myself, what the hell were you doing the last time you were playing this game? And I don't remember. And that's okay. Because it'll all come just charging right back to me, I'm sure, when I load it up. This is a 3D RimWorld. It is a very well done game. I played it in the EA version of it last year. Really loved it. It's in full release last month. Here we are. I'm playing on like just the standard settings on easy. And this is what we did last week. Just as a recap, we crash landed. We crash landed here and we moved most of our stuff down. Here we set up some storage. We have like a little bit of work area going. We've got some, looks like Laura is cooking. We're making some metal. We've got some eating. Of course, we've got the most important thing, which is the lightning rod. We've planted some various things. We've got some beds in place. We had our first bug attack, if you remember right, at the end of last stream. I cut this into a video. It posted on YouTube yesterday. If you want to go back and watch it, it's about 40 minutes long. It's a condensed version, and it really just shows you how to get started in the game. Bunch of questions. It's a let's play, so you can have me on in the background. Just think, oh gosh, boy, that Drax really is nice just to have him on in the background, right? Just so nice. So nice. So today I want to focus on some research. And for some reason when we worked Haycloth, we're gonna get weaponsmithing going so we can build a couple bows if we need to. We've got some laser pistols now, but they're going to run out if we don't find any more. And then I want to be able to start building. So we need to get to construction basics. So I think if we're smart, we do this one next. And we want to do power, so we'll do that. And then we'll come back to research. So these two, this is the next big step, right? And once we have these, we can do, we need to do some, it's kind of a slow start, but like once it gets going, you're like, whoa, it's out of control. We need to build some walls and stuff too, because, we had this bug attack and it's fine. It was easy, but soon it's going to get a lot harder. And we need to sort of funnel them in a tower defense kind of way, put out some traps and let them pretty much whittle them down before they reach us and then start firing on them. Almost exactly like RimWorld, where you get a small wall. It's exact same thing, except for, and maybe they've balanced it a little bit since the last time I played, but it gets out of hand incredibly quick, where like the bugs are like huge and insane, and it's wave after wave and like never stops. And like we talked about last week, I played this all the way through in the early access with the bugs on, and finally stopped because I was like, oh my God, please make the bug stop. And I remember taking like a week or two off, and I was thinking about the game and I was like, oh, you know what? I should see, you could turn the bugs off. And so I turned them off, and that made, I'm a builder. I like building things. I like building bases. I like unlocking. I like achieving. And so it was a lot more pleasant to me without having to worry about the bugs every 10 minutes killing me. Now, what we talked about last week, you can see they're transporting all of this yummy meat back for us. And so that's a big plus of the bug attacks, is that there's food being delivered to your door every time a bug attack happens. Saves you in the winter. So if we do a little thing, we got some bushes, we got some fruit bushes, blades of grass. I planted some trees here, and then we've got grain and some squash, pumpkins, as I like to call them. Got a couple of them idle. And this is one of those games where it's like, okay, so what's next, right? What do we do next? What do we do next? And I think if we look at what we have, we could probably cut down a couple more trees is always something to do. Until we can get the buildings going, right? And looks like Connor's up here doing some salvaging. So today, let's salvage, clear, and build a more sustainable base with power. That's my goal. That is my goal in this Let's Play session today. Get up off the ground, put some walls around us, and get some power going. And remember, it's spring, but winter will be here before you know it. All right, so they figured out those. Let's take a look. There might be a couple other things we can research around here too. We researched those. That's good. All right, there's haycloth. There's haycloth. Excuse me. Right, leaf plant. Let's go send someone up there to look at that. And remember, these guys are just killing random... These birds are killing stuff. They're being killed by stuff, so we just got to keep an eye on... We can get free meat off the ground, right? Oh, what's that? You want to hear some music? Me too. Let's hear some... Let's put on some light classical music for this playthrough, yeah? Sounds good. Sounds good, Tricks. Sad game. Yeah, Stranded Alien Dawn. Sad. It's funny because... Hey, Beard, how are you? It's funny because V said that last week, and I was like, oh, she's probably saying that because you have to keep everyone's sadness. Like they get sad. They get so unhappy all the time. But it's just the acronym, Stranded Alien Deep, SAD. But it works, right? Stranded Alien Deep, sad. Also a sad game because these people will be sad. We will fight this, especially when someone dies or like it rains too much or they're cold or like, oh, booey. Oh, booey. Other than the greenhouse in VS has gone wonky. It's winter, but only half my greenhouse is cold. Yeah, the greenhouse, Beard, I've been noticing some weird greenhouse stuff too. And it like takes a minute for it to show, and then it takes a little while for it to like heat up or cool down. Like it's not the greatest mechanic in the world. Yeah, I'm interested to see. I have the one, of course, in my single player game, which we built last week, and then I built one on the server last night, and it's like, it's the summer, and I built one, and I was like, oh, okay, and it's like, this place is way too hot. I almost need to like open a window in the summer. Oh man, I just had an epiphany. I need to open a window in the summer. Only half the greenhouse. Remember, I had that when I built my greenhouse. There was like a section of it that like wasn't in the greenhouse for a while. Couldn't figure out why. All right, so we have 169 wood. I think we should keep tearing down these trees and having them haul them in closer. Lara is idle. When we have enough, we've got enough food. Thunderstorm, that's okay. I got this cool lightning rod here. Everything is gonna be fine. I guess we'll have someone do some mining too. When people are like, the reason this idle thing is great is that it reminds you need to do something with them. So I just like, she must not be able to like do any scavenging or what's going on with Laura here? So she can't hunt, we know that. She can't construct. Well, let's have her do that. And let's turn on mining, so at least she can go and she can use a pickaxe. Yeah, I may have to go into creative mode and try some things to see how that works. What doesn't? Yeah, I don't. Honestly, like we're about on the same on the experience level on the greenhouse side. So I guess let me know what you find out. But I haven't had any longer time right? Like I just built the one on the server, so we'll see how that runs over the next, season or two. And then the one on my, the one on my personal save that we've been streaming, like too soon to tell on that one too. This is another dead. These birds, man, like don't mess with them. Like this is a flathead animal. Look at how beastly this thing looks. Look at this thing. It's got these sharp teeth. Looks like it could kill you. This bird was like, nope, I don't think so. And just wailed on it. It's insane. It's so windy. It's so windy. I think sometimes the game counts gravel blocks as not solid blocks. Oh. I would believe that. My problem so far on both my greenhouses is the water situation. Like I put the holes for the water, but like it still seems like I'm in there every other day watering them up. Whoa, did you see that? Lightning just struck and killed this bird. Oh man. That was insane. That was excellent. Well, free meat for me. Should partially cooked. It sucks. Because now there's only one of these killer birds left. Man. Soaking wet. Let's see. It's dark. He's drowsy. Had a pleasant walk. Fun things to do. See, this is the whole like... You're gaining 9 points because they were able to play darts and punch a leather post. Yeah, Beard. I've seen some people do. I saw somebody do some crazy stuff where they like had water that was like seeping through the ground, like it was actually penetrating the blocks around them, like a sort of a hack, but. That didn't seem cool either. Man, it is... I think we talked about it last week, but this is truly... this is another one of these games that's really beautiful. Like, the art design is so well done. The attention to detail, the weather, the surroundings, the sky, like... For a top-down, right, 3D, like it does a really good I think it does a really good job of like immersing you into it. Yeah, it really is. It is a great. Hey, Pop, how are you? Morning. Welcome in. Playing Stranded, Alien Dawn. That's the name of the ship that we crashed in. Or was the ship that we were in? I mean, like, this is just the landing pod from the Alien Dawn. All right, so he's scavenging this dude. I just saw that they ate... Oh, cooked meals here. So, yeah, we got 5 and 3, but he ate an emergency ration instead of eating the regular food. Like, the word emergency ration is like, when all else fails, eat that. Transporting. I guess we'll just... No one's idle. Everyone's working. Oh, Connor's idle. Spoke too soon. The most important thing is that we just keep the research plugging away. So we're going to be able to build weapons. These three have... Everybody needs a weapon. These three have rifles. And so we'll probably make spears and... I don't know, I guess we can see. Craft weapons. Yeah, we'll make spears and short bows. So everyone, because when the bugs get too close, they can't shoot them with their guns or whatever. They'll try to spear the shit out of them. So maybe we'll make 5 spears. You'll see that's here in the task menu. And then let's craft a couple of bows so the people that don't have ranged weapons right now will have something. Ken is idle. Interesting, Ken. And we already scavenged that. What else is close to scavenge? I guess we'll hit scavenge on that and see if someone can go down and All right. Let's clear these. Planting. Oh, wow. So the first crop came out. Oh, we're going to have too much food. Where are they going to store that? Oh, raw food's going to get stored here too. There's plenty. There's plenty. Hey, look at Connor. He's making a... I mean, look at this detail, right? He's making a spear. That's great. 2 people idle. Come on, man. Ken, are you not... Who went down here to do this? Oh, Ember did. Himber. Like I don't... We have like a ton of stuff. Oh, maybe some more stone. Is there more stone like right in here? Ken, can you... Let's go one per... Oh, Laura. Are these the ones that glow? Grows very slowly but thrives in poor soil and yields harvest at regular intervals. All right. Oh, that's how you make sweet syrup. Yummy. Yummy. Where's the little things that glow? Because I'm not kidding you. There's this plant that grows and they love them. They'll just go and look at them and it makes them happy. I haven't seen one though. Let's just spin around. We need this stuff. This is the stuff that you can make into synthetic leather. Comes in handy when there's not a lot of animals around. Is that the closest bunch of the synthetic leather? Remember what I said, like once you investigate it, then you can grow it closer to home. So I guess that looks, I mean, there's some way over here, but I don't know. That distance looks about the same to me. Man, it's like, this one just seems like less of a pain in the ass to get to. Let's send someone up there to observe it. It'll be a pain in the ass to start, but then we'll throw down a couple of like synthetic leather plants. And right now, everyone's clothes are great, but like the other small, tiny, insignificant issue I have with this game is that the clothing, and I know that they patched it because I remember reading notes saying they patched the clothing thing, but like in the last time I played this, which was I think towards the end of last year, like, and I talked about this a little bit last week, is that I was a slave to the clothing, right? Like I was always working on clothing. Like someone was always like in there weaving away. All right, so I'm sure we've made some weapons, maybe? What did he do with them? What did he do with the weapons? Anybody? Maybe he's not made any weapons? Oh, are you kidding me? 0 in stock. What? This is the slowest process in the world. See you later. What does he need to make these? Guess we should ask that. Scrap metal and wood. Well, we have quite a bit of that. Oh, there. Well, I guess it was going to tell me that there's a new spear. He's transporting the spear and cool. And now we'll give Connor that spear, the first one. So now he's got a gun and a spear. He's ready. He's ready. 2 unarmed. We know that. Yeah. I mean, we're working on the armed part, everybody. Take it easy. Take it easy. Stone. Can't remember. Like I think I was building walls with stone. I want to put down some, if we look, where is it? If we look under defense, I wanted to put down some traps and like I want to build a wall too, but we're just not quite there yet. 37% construction basics. Oh, risk of meltdown, Ken. That's not good. It's because he had to go it's because he went way out there, right? And so he's like not taking care of himself. So sometimes the game can be a little micromanagey. So he's going to eat, and that's going to make him feel better. He doesn't like that it's dark, right? So you can see that 18 well fed. And when he finishes that, he's already played darts. We'll force him to, he's going to go do it on his own. So now he's going to go punch the pole. But you can see like his happiness has sunk all the way down. It's because he went all the way out there. He stared at a plant for the entire day and then had to walk all the way back. I mean, you'd be pissed too. Ken, what are you doing today? Going to stare at a plant all day. Sucks. Hate staring at plants. All right, so another reason, remember what we talked about last week, is make sure you have these leisure things built, right? Because him breaking down won't be the end of the world. It just means he's like gonna not do anything for a while. But if you're working on a bunch of tasks, it can be a pain in the ass, especially if you have someone who's very good at cooking and they have a breakdown and you need them to be cooking or, making clothes or something. So you can see how quickly like those few things are bringing him right out of his doldrum pretty quickly. And we're going to add more stuff to, musical items and what have you. So my little experiment on keeping them separate looks like it's working. They're not getting the wake up debuff now when someone lays down next to them. Looks like we got Ember. If you ever need to get to somebody, you can just double click on them and it'll take you right to where they are. So she's going to go back to, how are we doing here? Halfway through. All right. Good. The OBS. I'm having. Hey, Justin, what's up? My OBS is fighting me this week, and right now it's saying encoding overload. Consider turning down video settings. The stream looks all right. So I take these videos and usually then cut them into a video that I put on YouTube. And I was messing with something else and I screwed up my encoder, and have spent on and off this week thinking I fixed it, only to realize this morning that I didn't fix it. So OBS is, if you never have to use OBS, count yourself as a very, very lucky person. Justin, what's up? How's your Sunday? I see you guys were playing late again on the Valheim. I haven't gotten back in there. I was in there last month for a while. I'm not the biggest fan of Valheim. It's fine. Nice. Like the sleep in. Laura, claiming to be better at darts than Han. That's hilarious. So wait, do we still only have these spears? Take forever. All right, Laura is better at cooking now. So the good news is, one of the things I like about this game is that like you force them to do something and they'll get better at it. So it just takes time, right? I've been forcing myself to play Apex for the last 3 years, and I've gotten better at it. We were talking about your hatred for stamina, Justin. That game, I love it, except for the stamina part. Like it is a shitty mechanic. It is a cheap mechanic to make food have purpose. It ruins the game for me. And Molly's like, well, if you just eat the good food, you wouldn't have that problem. And I'm like, I did, and I still was a slave to stamina. Like, it's not about like, that's fine. That's the game. That's the mechanic. And I just choose not to play it, right? That I can play a different game that I find it more enjoyable. And I'm so happy that you guys find it enjoyable. But I'll tell you what, I installed the stamina removal tool, and the game's great. You can run, you can climb, you can make fun of everything that's trying to chase you. You can swim, right? You don't have to worry about like drowning because you couldn't swim across like a small little lake or whatever. I'm telling you, if you love the game now, take the stamina off and you'll be like, what was I doing with my life? What was I doing with my life? I wish I don't know what happened or when it happened, but like I got it when it came out and I was gung ho and I was really enjoying it. And then like two things happened. One, I realized that like the stamina part of it was going to be a problem for me. And two, after we killed like the first boss, I was like, oh, okay. So it's a boss battle game. Cool. There's just a couple things that, oh my gosh, Connor's vomiting. Hey buddy, what seems to be the problem? Acute pain. Did anyone else see Connor telling, I mean, he's been walking like this for a while. What did he do? What'd you do, buddy? How are we going to repair that? Head, migraine, right eye, vision implant. Oh my gosh. Vomiting. Skin bark. There it is. All right. So now we should plant some skin bark trees. And you'll see them somewhere. Veggie armor. Yeah. Non-edible. Skin bark, smoke leaf. So let's do... remember there's like areas that have better growth. Let's put it there. I'll cut down those trees. Have they still not built another? Whew, man, I was like, oh, we'll knock out a couple of spears 10 years later. Yeah, Connor, go run and eat something so you can vomit it up again, weirdo. Is there? Yeah, there's like a medical, right? We can do some. Maybe we can cure him of whatever the problem is. Maybe we can cure him of what? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. For science. Breakthroughs other. Yeah, antibiotics. Likely at least local fungi could be used in the production of antibiotics. Yeah. Oh, I forget what allows you to do that. Some plant. Oh, wood fermenting barrels. Scrap metal. All right. Pickling. Yeah. I totally get it. I don't mind too much, but there have been a few times that are a bit frustrating. Turning the stamina consumption down or on the regen up would be something I'd be down for. I actually like the system, but it's a bit more punishing than it should be. Yeah, I've gone on and on about this. Everyone knows my views and my dislike for the stamina of Valheim. I think it's just best for me to stay clear of it most of the time because I can affect other people's play, and they may be enjoying the game, and me bitching and moaning doesn't help. So I try to do it in limited numbers or factors, but and if I'm playing with people, like I try not to poke too much fun at like the systems. I think that Valheim's a success because it mixes all of those right components: building, fighting, Vikings, right? Oh wow, they cleared that fast. I'm thinking we also should do, well, silicon leaf for sure, but was there some other food crop here? We don't need sweet syrup. No, maybe not. All right, let's just... I mean, yeah. I know that there's going to come a time where I'm going to want these. Oh, look, it like starts at 100% right here. We'll build a small crop of those too. And slowly but surely, these are the things that make microchips, these silicon leaf stuff. And so like right now, it doesn't seem like you're like, oh, whatever, we don't need those. But trust me, like start stockpiling those, because once we start building solar panels and shit like that, we're going to need more and more of that kind of thing. And just having a bunch on hand will be nice. I mean, we can go around and there's a bunch of local... There was a bunch of, here's a little bit of them right here, and there was some down south, I think. So, yeah, there's some here, but I mean, like, just having our own, like, supply that's running along seems like a good idea. 80 stone. I swear, I'm like, oh, I'll send someone to get some stone. Veggie armor, unarmed 2. Someone's just slowly working on that. All right, everything's coming along. They're doing their jobs, right? It's almost time for another bug attack. I can feel it. I can feel that bug attack. I had, I watched some football yesterday. Chelsea won, surprisingly enough. They were playing Nottingham Forest, so you can just leave it there. I had some beers yesterday, and there was a Danish beer with citrus in it, which, if you're an American, you're like, yeah, citrus beer, okay, cool. It's like every single brand has that, but it's not something you necessarily see, especially on a big, like the national brand had it in it, so it was quite refreshing. It was very nice. I was surprised. Mixes. I like beer with a little lime or a little lemon in it. Like, it's good, especially when it's hot. I don't want a heavy beer when it's hot. Envied Han for improving their skills. I mean, look, what? Can't you all just get along? You just survived something like horrific. I love how they're still just eating the emergency rations. I mean, I think we can tell them to we can tell them not to eat the emergency rations, but then like I'll forget and they'll all starve to death. I've done that before. I'm like, hey, don't eat these kind of food. And then I'm not paying any attention. Like they're all hungry. I'm like, what's going on? And like one of them ends up dying. I'm like, oh my God, I turned off. I don't know. It was great. It was great. Drax micromanaging to death, literally. Hey, there's 2 in stock now. So let's find these. Here's the weapons. So let's give Laura one of these. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Oh, Madre. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Hey. It's I might have missed it, but at the very beginning of the stream, I was telling around the world, Mother's Day isn't on the same day for every country, but in Denmark, it is the same as America. And the only reason I knew that is because every single person who walked by the window this morning had flowers, like everybody. And it's like a legit holiday here. There's no one on the street. All the stores are closed. Like, you go be with your mother. There's no work today. You're not going out to get drunk. Get some flowers and go see your mother. I mean, I guess Mother's Day. Do you think it's? Yeah, I guess everybody goes and hangs out with their mom, right? All right, so now everybody at least has Black. Hello, happy Sunday. Now everybody has a weapon or some kind of weapon so they can defend themselves. And Connor, if we look at him, we should see that his construction should continue to go up. Oh no, maybe it's crafting. No. One of these is going to go up. One of these is going to continue to go up. Ooh, scavenged a helmet. I'm real well, actually. Yeah, I've had a pretty good weekend. I'm sticking to my YouTube schedule and got some new videos out, and Molly shared a pretty cool tool with me the other day that's got me obsessed on like redoing graphics and keywords, and so it's a fun thing to do. Molly had a really good stream on Friday, her partner anniversary, so that was just I was doing confetti, and it was a blast. And then today has just been sort of a lazy Sunday. I follow some American football teams, soccer teams, and so they play overnight when I'm asleep, and I usually wake up on Sunday mornings and watch those. And my team won, which is 2 wins in a 2 weeks, which they lost the first 9 games. So it's pretty crazy. So it's a pretty good Sunday for me. And now I'm streaming, which, you know, I enjoy doing, and playing some Stranded Alien Dawn, which is a fantastic game. Fantastic game. How about you, Lack? How's your Sunday? It's just getting started. It's morning, right? Early morning still. Well, mid-morning, late morning. Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. That's early morning for someone like me. Yeah, the confetti. She bought that. She was gonna do a marathon stream last year, and so she bought a bunch of confetti. Yeah, it was quiet this morning here too. Like I had the window open this morning, and it was like, about 9 a.m. and there was nobody on the street. It was like this, you know, Sunday silence, right? It's really quiet. Yeah, she bought all that confetti, those poppers and everything last year, and they've just been sitting. And I was like, oh, I'm going to use these. And so the one that shoots the confetti into the air is serious. I have one more of those. So cool. That was the one I scared her. There's a clip of her just like, she's like, ah, because I'd snuck into the room down low where she couldn't see me, and I'd shot it off when she wasn't paying attention. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I got Lego flowers to put together for Mother's Day. Oh, sweet. Man, happy Mother's Day. I love Legos. There's nothing like a Lego time. I was thinking about Legos the other day. I was thinking like, usually we have a little something. Usually I have like a Lego on my desk or something, but I don't have anything in Denmark. I have some, I think, packed in a box somewhere. And of course, my parents have Legos. And when we were kids. All right, so they got another helmet? No, we just got one helmet. So now someone can put on a helmet. Let's see here. He's got a beanie. Maybe we'll this is our fighter, right? So maybe we'll put a helmet on him. Yay, Legos. All right, so now you can see he's got a helmet, which blunt deflection 10%, piercing deflection 5%. So just like sooner or later, like we'll get them all into they'll all be wearing armor and some good stuff, and so they can battle the bugs a little bit better. But I mean, in the beginning, like the bugs aren't going to come near us. We'll be able to kill them before they'll get to us. Later on, like the bugs are huge. They're like tearing down walls and shit. It's insane. This game is so sleepy in the beginning. It's so nice. You're just like, it's a nice little base builder. Everything's cool. What could possibly go wrong? This is such a nice planet we've landed on. I'm a stepmom. My family's obsessed with Legos. I can't kill the flowers after I put them together, so it all works out. Like that's what I was thinking. I remember last year I was somewhere and they had a Lego bonsai tree, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. It looks really cool. I can build it and put it on my desk and be like, oh, it's a plant. But it will never die. It'll always be there. And if I forget to water it for 10 weeks, it'll still be alive. All right, so the next big move for us is construction, right? Like once they finish this, we'll think about, okay, what we'll probably do is we'll build sleeping quarters first, because that's where the real benefit is, putting them inside to sleep and also have them inside to eat. So I think what it'll be, we'll build rooms, and then we'll build a kitchen and a living and an eating space. And those two things will help continue to lift them out. And I don't know if you've noticed this too, but if you look here behind their portrait, there's a little blue line. That's their happiness meter. And so if we click, so you can see, I'm telling you, the information, whoever designed this was really good at UI, right? Because I mean, all the information I need, I don't have to click on anything, right? I can see how much is left on the research. I can see what time of day it is, how fast we're going. I'm on the top left here, I'm sorry. And what the temperature is. And then here's everything that I have. I've got some food, I've got construction, we've got some armaments, and then here's where they are. They have all got something that they can fight with, what they're doing right at this moment, and what their happiness is this little blue bar behind them. And so I think so many times we play games, and we've played a number of them in this last couple months, where I'm just like, there's not enough information. I have to click 3 places to find the information I need, or something that was done. So like, kudos to this game for great design. I mean, honestly, there's not a lot of games I can think of where I don't have to click on anything. I know, I mean, okay, do I want to know how many exact meals and of what kind? Sure, but do we have 69 meals right now? That's the number I really need to know, right? So, excellent design. It's also nice, I'm sure, for all of you to not hear Drax bitching about how he has to click 6 buttons to see the number he wants. I'm very particular. Oh, we can build a bed, which we will. How much leather do we have? We have 230, so we have 105 of the regular construction basics, and then we have some synthetic, and we're starting to grow this synthetic here. Look at how awesome it is. Once it starts, this is actually a great source of leather once it comes in. All right, so now we can see under housing here, we've got a bunch of really cool stuff. Floors, flooring, walls, roofs, rooms, doors, doorway, double doors, windows, stairs. If I remember right, this isn't the, you'll see, on the building front. So I want to build these houses somewhere relatively close, and I'm probably going, we're going to build them out of wood, I think. Is this the whole thing to press, to change the roof direction R and T, to change the roof inclination, to change the floor levels Z and X? Oh, look at that. Doop, 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 doop. So we can build, instead of having, so you can build a couple different ways. I'm going to pause this a second. So we could put down a floor, right? So we could build a stone floor, which would be ideal. I'm not going to do that now because I only have 80 stone. I'm tempted to do the stone floor just because it provides a flat surface construction, medium thermal insulation. But the wood has medium thermal insulation too, right? Because what we're really doing is we're building for winter, right? I don't know. I've just been doing the whole room so I don't have to like go through the pain of like making it all line up. But I also don't remember. So we can cancel this. So let's see where we want to put these. I kind of want to put them here, but we're not going to. Let's put them right here. And then we want to do a couple things. We want to have a bed. We're going to need to put a heater in them at some point. And we need a window. So I had a standardized way of building them. But let's just see here. So that's 3x3. 4x4 seems really big. Let's see what 3x3 looks like. That seems really small. So I think we can hit this and we can kill it. So let's see. Maybe it's 4x4, and you can see what it's doing here on the right there where my arrow is. It's saying 86 pieces of wood are going to need to be to make this, and then 4x3, 4x4. So let's see what that looks like. This looks like so you can maybe put a double bed in this one because these people might get married at some point. And then we've got room for a couple other little things. So maybe it's 4x4 seems really big, but let's do that to start. And then what we'll do is we'll come in here and we'll say, oh, we need a door. We'll say wood door, and look, it builds a nice little step up for us. Why does that not seem like it's straight? Seems like it's gonna go in a weird way. Did I do that? Did I do it wrong? Let's do it one more time. The beauty of this is that you're like not committing to any craziness, right? No, I mean, that's just the grid. It just looked weird. So let's Trying to decide, like, let's line it up as unscientifically as we possibly can, right? Maybe not that far. We gotta remember we're gonna have to put a wall around this. All right, so let's try one like this, and then what we're gonna build a bunch of these, and then wood, and then I can't decide if I usually build like an interior so they can walk in and then walk into the thing, but for now I think we'll build them just out like that. Let's see what this looks like. Obviously you can tell we're going to need a lot more wood. So let's do this. Let's just have them. No, can we just tell them to cut? Can we just tell them to cut wood? No. Wait. No. Oh, I can do this. So if you highlight, so if you just, I don't know, this order thing. So we can come in here and say this, and then you can see it breaks it down by what it is. We just want to do the trees, and we'll hit cut. All right. We should have been cutting the whole time. We were just like wasting time, but like, it's pretty quick. Look at how quickly he's putting this together. Look at how quickly he's putting this together. I don't have the perfect. I always do a sort of like. I was watching someone this morning play, and they were playing like they built a huge room, which like one huge building, and I was thinking that's like not a bad idea actually. But I always do this like I make like bunkhouse rooms, and then I make like an eating hall and a construction hall, and I don't know why I do it that way. I just do it that way. Looking at that person making the one giant room actually kind of makes sense. Maybe I'm just not logistically in my head. I'm like, oh, I'm not smart enough to put it all together. Oh, we found another helmet and more medical supplies. Hello. All right, so you can see it's coming together here. And then for a bed, we're gonna need 10. So I think we have enough to make a bunch of beds too. And so we'll just make a simple wooden bed out of synth leather, and we'll put it right there. And then I guess what we'll do is we'll come in here and say, it would be great if you could just say, ooh, reconstruct. I don't know. Mark objects to be reconstructed. Oh, if they get damaged, which that can happen. Yes. So then we're going to come in here. Let's hold on. Can we look at the roof? How do we look at the, there we go. So the roof's going this way. So when we build this next one, we want to make sure that the roof is going the same way, which is good, like this. All right, let's turn off the roof, and then let's do another 4x4, and then another 4x4. And you can see it's like the hill's going up, and so it's kind of building it to go up, which I don't necessarily like. Can we get it to be... Why do I feel like that's going to come back and bite me in the butt later? That one looks like, oh, just I don't think there's any way around it. But let's look. No. Yeah. It's just the way to make it work. If we hit, what is it, Z and X? Yeah, we can't go down any farther. We can go up higher. This is what we probably should have done. We probably should have built it up like this, but this will be a problem later when I'm like trying to make them all on the same level or to make a perfect house. So now I've learned this lesson. When we build the main building, we'll try to make it, we'll start up high and we'll build to low so that we get it all on the same level. So, because if we want to add something on or whatever, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. I know it probably doesn't make a lot of sense yet, but it will. All right, we can also see that like it's already summer up here in the left corner. It's going to start snowing before you know it. So we need to get this sorted. We need to try to get everybody inside before it starts snowing. Mostly just this because they'll freeze to death out here. Summertime, sleeping outside, no problem. Winter, not so much fun. Not so much fun. It's funny, these two games I'm playing right now, winter is like a big factor, and like I'm not a big fan of winter, but like in the modern world, right? Like you're just like you go inside, the heat's on, there's a fire burning somewhere. But like not too long ago in the real world, right? Like winter was the suck. You froze a lot. Connor reached construction 3. So can we look at construction? Yeah, so you can see like in real time as he's doing things, that construction experience level goes up. He'll get faster and better. Ooh, look at this fancy bed. So we can assign an owner. So let's make Connor the owner of this so that he always comes and sleeps there. And I think he gets like, is this the game where they get like a buff for going to the same... Yeah, so he got disturbed sleep 6 times. So this will stop the disturbed sleep bullshit. Should make him more relaxed too. Now here's a problem. They're about to box themselves in. Oh, so this door doesn't need a walk up. That's nice. And then this one, of course, is going to. I think we can do something. I thought we could rotate the stairs. Yeah, look, you can do like walk in sideways kind of action. That's kind of fun, huh? Let's do that. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. All right, let's throw a bed in here as well. Don't wall yourself in, buddy. New weapon, short bow. Oh, that means we must have made spear. We must have enough spears for everybody now. Let's give Ken this other spear. Who is that just walked away? Laura. All right. And then who can do... So he's got combat. She's got combat too. So we should have her do... Didn't she just run off all the way up here? I don't want to bring her all the way back yet. Where's he? He's here. Let's give him this short bow. Just so he's get it. Siri just turned on the light on my phone when I was speaking. That's not spooky at all. What are you talking about? All right, good. Very good. So you can see this process is like, it's pretty solid. So we're going to get 3 of the 5 pretty quickly off the ground. And then let's just go down the list here, and Ember can have that one. And then we're going to destroy all of this and probably build a kitchen right there. So how are we doing? We got 30 wood. How are we doing on the chopping? Oh my gosh, they annihilated these. So let's take down these trees and these as well, I think. Let's let them do that, and then we'll build the last 2 houses. And then let's just assign an owner here, and Ken is next in line. So we can see Ember is now in here. Cave dweller. A carpet, some wood parquet, or... Oh, that's right, you gotta put flooring in. That's what we need to do too. Let's see, slept in a private room, +9. +9. That's why you give them a private room. Holy shit. All right, so let's look at housing, flooring, wood parquet. That's what we want to do next. And so we'll just come in and say, yep. All right, and then we'll do the same here. And this will make it so it's a little bit more spicy. I forget, there's some other stuff we can do too. Like we can put a window in. And that will vent it in the... It'll make it less hot in the summer, and then we can close it when the winter comes. So let's do that. Let's put, and then we'll do glass windows when the time comes too. So let's just put these windows in. I'm going to give him some time to cut down the trees, and then I immediately start like, let's put a floor in, let's put a window in. 35 is about to rot away. All right. So there's never a dull moment in this game. There's always something to do. Insufficient storage space. Boo. I mean, all this storage is going to move inside. Let's just do some short-term storage right here. And then let's copy. Whoops. Let's copy the restrictions and paste them here so that they don't put meals on them. Maybe there's no place to transport the wood. Is that what they're unhappy about? I don't know. Weird. Yeah, see, he's trying to put the wood down and there's no room. But the wood's not going to stay. Come on, man. All right. So then they've like half finished the floor in these rooms. Of course, she's going to get the debuff now, right? Because he walked in. She's like, I'm sleeping in here, huh? I like how they're just like zonked out. Look at this. He's like, take off your helmet to sleep? No, not gonna happen. Was annoyed by a hand. Come on. All right, so these 8 points are getting pretty much put out by the 9 point slept in a private room. So once the floors get in and the windows in, then they'll do much better, and then no one will go in there anymore. When they go to sleep, they'll get the full bump. They'll get the full bump. Yeah, so my goal now is to finish these here, and then we're going to tear all this out, and we're going to build, I guess we're going to build a big room to house all of the storage and the kitchen and the dining room. And then I don't know exactly what we'll do. I guess I don't know if maybe we'll house the building of stuff in the same room. I can't decide yet. All right, so these guys, we can get rid of this. So let's deconstruct, along with the beds too. Yeah, Laura's not having a great time. If it weren't for this, I think she'd be in 3 days, she's going to lose this plus 30. So they're not eating the cooked food. They all ate the emergency ration. They're like, oh yeah. Cooked meat? No. Emergency ration? Yes. All right, how you doing, dude? All right, so there's one spear left in stock. Oh, which I wanted to give to somebody. I think her, right? Yeah. So Ember, where is it? Here? Let's equip that spear. Can reach crafting number 3. Oh, look at that. There's a nice parquet floor. They're all like constructing. I love it. What are we doing here? Electrical grids. Good. Good. There's some windows. And then if you click on the windows, you can see you can open and close them. Open, close. Now we'll just leave them open. This will tell us that it's 15 degrees inside, it's 15 degrees, 17 degrees outside. So we just in the winter, we just need to remember to close them. All right, good. So 190 wood. These rooms are ready to go. We need to build 2 more, so let's do that. Wood, and then I don't think so. Then it's just 4 by 4. Good. And then look at that, it gives us a nice little, how do we do Z to turn it? Yeah, I think we just go like that. And then 1 more, right? 4 by 4, and it's telling us, see how the wood is red because we're not gonna have enough wood to finish it. We'll get some more wood. We'll get some more wood. All right, the pre-rolls have come off, so I'm gonna run an ad. I'm actually gonna stand up for a minute. I'm gonna run an ad, and if you don't want to see these ads, the best way not to see the ad is to sub. I think most of you have subbed. So we're gonna run 3 minutes. Let's stand up. We're gonna go AFK for just a second, and we'll be right back with some more Stranded. Alien Dawn.
Time to make the donuts.
Oh, yeah. All right. Good. Good ad break. I love the ad from Progressive, and no, I don't watch the ads. Thank you for sitting through them. I hope you enjoyed the AFK. I got up, I stood up, I drank some water. I know you're going to find this hard to believe. I'm going to find it hard to believe. It's actually hot in my office. I'm actually sweating, which is surprising because I've just spent the last 6-7 months freezing. So, I welcome it. It's fantastic. I'm wearing shorts, which is a big surprise. Okay, so we can see that we're still shy on wood. I'm guessing that we've like clear cut these trees. So I guess what this teaches me now is that like, when I was like, what do I do next? In this waiting for the construction to start is just like clear cut every forest around you. And then, electrical grids. You have now gained access to electrical producing and consumers. Open a lot of new possibilities for your base. You can learn the ropes of electrical grids in tutorial. Keep reading here to get the general idea of mechanics. So we're going to start with diesel generators. Requires 20 liquid flow for every 2 days. Power cells requires 1 power cell. Solar panels and wind turbines, which we're going to try to we're going to get a diesel to get going, but we're going to try to do all of this in renewables just because it's so much easier. And then power poles to connect, as we can see. And then we're going to get batteries. So basically like every game you've ever played, right? Like batteries will come. Power is going to be spotty at first, but it doesn't like power at the very beginning doesn't really matter. It's when we get refrigerators that it needs to become like refrigerators and heaters, right? Power is about heat in the beginning too, because it's going to save us. All right. So now we got all these little stars down here at the bottom. Let me just finish my thought from before. So in the beginning of the game, you should be clear cutting forests because you need to be stockpiling a ton of wood because we're going to build. I mean, like if we're being honest with ourselves, we should just take all of these trees, right? 63 big broadleaf trees. Yep, let's cut them all down. Because we're going to build a huge building here in the middle that's going to need all of that. All right, so now we can do electricity, which means we can do a whole bunch of fun stuff. We can do electric wall lights, ceiling lamps, flood lamps, tilted flood lamps, heating stove, heater, air vent. The heating stove we can do now, and this just uses wood, and we probably actually will build some of these as winter kicks in. I'll do these little air vents between and try to only build like one fireplace, and get kind of share the heat, if you will. I'm so interested to see how bad the recording is going to be today with it like overloading the encoder every 2 seconds. I love OBS. That's one of my t-shirts going to be. The first day that if and when I ever put my face on camera, I'm going to wear a t-shirt that says I love OBS. I love OBS. Yes, I do. I was talking to Molly today, and for those of you that are not streamers, OBS is the program that we use to do all of these wonderful streams, and I've been fighting with it, like always. All right, production. You can see we've got an electrical stove now. That's big. We don't have to keep feeding it full of wood. Power, of course. We have power poles, which is the new ad, and then power cell generators and power switches, which we're not going to deal with yet. And then defense, siren. All right. So, have we stopped on the research tree? Yes. So I think the next thing we should build is diesel. Yes. And then, what are these? Interesting. Cool. Refrigerators. We need to find or produce electronics. Yikes. How the hell do we do that? Where is that? Resources. We've not pulled any electronics out of the ground. Oh, we need to find silicon. All right, so let's do that. It's probably pretty simple, right? I guess let's study whatever this is. Shiny rock. Study whatever that is. Oh, wait, are there ones closer? Like, are there ones like right next to my house? No. All right, that's silicon over there. And then that should unlock. That'll unlock the ability to do electronics. Taking a walk. He's just taking a walk, everybody. Everyone else is sleeping, so let's take a look now at their happiness. He's drowsy, but slept in a room. Creature comforts, that's because there's flooring. So he's getting plus 15 overnight, which just about, which gets rid of his hungry and drowsy, right? Kind of keeps him on the level. All right, we need another bed here. Yeah. And then let's throw in a small window too. And of course, flooring. Hello. All right. So this is good. Still the middle of summer. Everyone's going to have their own room. And we've marked a ton of trees. Say goodbye to this world. We just got a bunch sitting on the ground here. So 637 sitting on the ground. It's good. Keep the wood flowing. All right, let's do flooring here. Now that the floor is in. And of course, a bed. Like this. And a window. That fresh air coming through there. Some food rotted. Yeah, it's the summer, right? We have more food than we know what to do with. Insufficient storage space. Yeah, they can't take all the wood we've cut and haul it. So wait, I don't understand. Why don't they... Are these not finished? I mean, like, they can store the wood here. All right, well, we're not going to worry about that shit. This bed will get assigned to Lara. And then this one will get assigned when it's built to Han. Cool. Everybody's got a bed. Look at the rooms are all done. Excellent. Very good. So now we can come in here and say, deconstruct, and when Han wakes up from his last night on the ground, we'll get his stuff deconstructed too. And I'm thinking it's going to be like, I don't have like the dimensions in my head, right? But I think like maybe we start here and do a building and we'll just slowly move everything kind of around it. All right. Did he wake up? He did. Excellent. Insufficient storage space. You keep cutting down tree tracks. All right, so I don't know how we're going to do this. So we need a pretty good sized storage room. I don't know how I did this in my head the last time. So I'm going to pause it. We're going to go to wood. Oh, and I said, remember, we're going to build down so that it's level going up. So if we go from here, remember, we're not stuck on this. So if we go like, oh God. Oh, we wanted to start high though, remember, because the hill is going up. So we'll start up here, I think. And I want a little bit of room to run there. The construction cannot exceed this size. All right, so a 10 by 15 is the max size. I don't know, it's a barn, right? Let's do this, and and then let's think about it. Like storage in the kitchen. So if we come in and say something like, if we make the back side of the house the kitchen, and we do something like this. Sorry. And then let's do a double doorway. So they can come from the kitchen to the dining room. And then we can put tables in here. Let's just see how this will look. So you do like a large wood tables, right? You could do 2 or 3 of them maybe. Got room for a heater and what have you. And then when we look at storage, we look at doing some shelves. And so we'll want to do it so that if we could have a door here and maybe a door here. So if we do the first one against the wall like this, and then we come in, and then we give some room to walk, and then we do another one like this. Yeah, so I think this could be good. And I say that with all the planning in the world put aside. So let's put a door there. I keep forgetting to hit shift. And then for now, I guess there. And then, oh look, they don't have to, maybe another one here. So we had 1,000 wood on hand, and we're still short 10. So yeah, get some wood. Are they all sleeping? Where are they all? Oh, they're cutting trees. What are you guys doing over there? Come on. Cool. So that entire forest will build this gigantic building. And so what I think we do, we'll build this, and this is sort of like storage, kitchen, food eating, and then we'll probably build another building in between here where we'll do constructing and what have you. And then we can build, this is pretty containable, right? So we could build like a little bit of a wall. We can bring this stuff in, build a little wall here, wall it in, and sort of funnel the bugs in either right here or maybe right down here. I think that's an excellent plan. Excellent. Ken, this is no time to go to sleep. Man, they're just getting right to it. And so we'll still have a little bit of storage outside because there's some things that don't matter, like wood and stone. I think that kind of thing can sit out. Yeah, like stone doesn't take a hit for sitting outside. Sticks do, but they're gonna stay out. So we're not gonna bring sticks inside. We'll put them under a roof just like this. So we may leave some version of this somewhere on the map. I can't decide. Probably maybe like right in here. We'll do some well, depends on where we put the constructors. Like I said, I don't have the best plan for this, and it looks like I've gotten a little too close right here. Shit. I like to have a little bit of walk space. I thought I left some I thought I left 2 in there. Yeah. Can we? No. No. Oh, there's 2 here. This one's further in. Well, Drax. Isn't there a door right up at the door right there? Yeah, like maybe they'll be able to squeeze through there. Let's see how that works. Insufficient storage place. Yeah. Lots of wood on the ground. All right. Let's check them out. They're sleeping. All right, so when the Survivor Plus is gone, we still have some pluses in our lives that will go against the hunger. I don't know why they're having we have a ton of food on hand and some meals. They're still like eating the giant supply of, look at all those emergency rations. Like, why am I even cooking? They're just eating the emergency rations. I almost feel like I should stop them. Yeah, maybe I will. Do we stop them from eating the emergency rations? Make them eat the meals? Let's see how that affects them. And then I just, instead of having to go to every single one, right, I just copied the first restriction and then I just clicked on all of them and pasted. So that I didn't have to do it. So you could change a number of things and then sort of paste it onto them. Now we just got to remember when they're starving in the winter, why they're not eating the emergency rations. This will be me in 2 hours, not this playthrough. Next week I'll be like, gosh, there's so many emergency rations. Why aren't they eating them? This is me trying to hardwire my brain into remembering. So let's move this tailoring bench, like right here for the time being. Let's move the workbench as well. And also the research bench. Somewhere else? No? I wanted it kind of against the building, but right there is fine. No research. Yes. We'll also move this thing as we're just getting ready to make the move, right? We're gonna move all this food inside. Looks like we've got they're building in such a weird way, right? Look at this. They've built like this little angle right here. I mean, I think we should be up and running interior kitchen, everything by the time, maybe even long before winter, I think. Oh, these coming. Oh, wow. All right. Our trees, I think we need to plant more trees personally. Look at this lone tree right here. Rotted away. Yeah, I know. All right, so now he's cooking. I haven't been out here looking to see. It looks like maybe the last bird met their doom. Oh, that's right. We're doing this too. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. I haven't been looking for dead animals like I usually do. Maybe we should hunt one of these guys and see what happens. Oh, look at this. Ken's coming over. Remember, Ken is the one who likes like blood and stuff. He's like, I don't want to say he's weird. We're all into our own things, but uh-oh. Never mind, Ken. Where are they? Here's the next wave of bugs. They're north of the buildings here, under some trees. See, there's a bigger one now. Everybody's got... Well, Laura doesn't have a ranged weapon. I thought we made 2 bows. Anybody see where we put the other bow? Not there. Synthetic boots. I thought for sure I made another bow. Huh, I don't see it though. It'd be in this list. Oh, maybe it's here? Yeah, it's right there. All right, so let's click her, equip the bow. Ken, there's an extra helmet here somewhere. Oh, right here. Let's put that on as we get them ready. Let's look at... Let's just make sure everyone's got a spear. They do. Good. A spear, a bow, and we got guns. So everyone can fight. Everybody fights. The path to citizenship is made through fighting. All right, so the animals are just going to sit there, and we could go over there and start attacking them, or we can just wait for them to attack, which is as soon as it's like they're moving, we'll line everybody up. And I thought we could... I thought for sure there was some like defensive walls or something. Here's wood. Oh, wood fortifications. So maybe we need to do this one too. So let's do wood fortifications next. And then we'll start building some barricades and shit so that we can... And some towers so they can shoot them instead of letting them come into our base. You guys are doing a great job. What is this? Oh, this bird is eating something that's dead there. Thunderstorm. Better watch out, bird. I watched another bird get hit. Get hit hard. Aggressive animals. Sometimes the aggressive animals too will like fight with the other animals that are in here and like they'll kill off half of them. That's always good. Sometimes you get lucky. All right, here they come. So now I think we can select everybody, can draft them all, and then we'll move them here. And they will fire once they're into the green here. And good news is Ken and Connor, who have the guns, and Ember are close. So someone's going to take a little bit of damage. They're spearing. That's not good. So this is why we give them spears, because when they get up close like this, right? Nice. All right, so we got 3 injuries. Nothing looks like it's bad. But you can see everyone's got hurt. So then let's undraft and let them go. We have meds. We got 45 med packs, so we should be fine. But before the next bug attack, we need to have walls, because we can wall them off, close the gate, and then they can stand on the things and shoot them instead of having to let them get close. But I learned my lesson by giving... I remember the very first time I played, I didn't have anyone that had spears, and so they're like punching the bugs. Didn't work out too well. This wind in my ear is something fierce. All right, so we've got people who are going to come in and heal them. We've got a couple people that if we go under activities and under heal, everyone can heal. I always have that set. Even if they've got low heal, you don't want everyone to be hurt, and the one person who doesn't heal is the only person out and he doesn't do anything, or she doesn't do anything, right? So I think if we click here... Superficial bite. Right leg bitten off flesh. Superficial? Alright. Infection mild. I don't think I've ever got antibiotics. When did we get those? I mean, he's like, he got bitten bad. All right, our 2 main guys. It's funny, they had helmets first. That came in a lot. That came in handy as the bugs were biting their legs. Damage wood tailor bench. Yeah, I got hit by lightning because the lightning rod is just outside of it, right? Let's move this lightning rod during a storm. That seems smart. Right there. Playing darts. Maybe we'll move the dartboard inside this big room too. Ember, just taking a walk. Alright, so Ken and Connor are two fighters who were there at the beginning. Slowly getting their shit back together. So see, like big builds like it seemed like the rooms went pretty fast, right? But big builds like this takes time, especially when you're fighting bugs, moving other things. They need to eat, they need to sleep. Now we need to take care of these bugs. We're looking at rocks across the way, so it's and we're gonna have to mess with this too. Like right now, I've just sort of saying, hey, everybody can do everything every time. And we may need to refine this a little bit more, especially because like we're going to start making clothes all the time and we're doing research, and some people will try to do everything and you'll have them kind of spread. It's just like RimWorld in that effect, where you have to be a little bit more managing of people's time. Otherwise, like nothing will get done. It's the same here too. We can change the schedule. We can put some of them on a different shift. We can have them sleep at a specific time. So you'll if you've played RimWorld, you'll notice and you'll see this and think, oh yeah, I know how to change that. So the two things that like I think as the game progresses that we're gonna have to spend a little time with are activities, and sort of say, listen, some people need to just be doing some research and harvesting, and then other people need to be doing this. So you can refine that and it'll make things move a little quicker. I'm not seeing a problem yet. Sort of everyone's pitching in and it seems to be moving at a pretty good pace. And then the other one I think is the schedule, which we haven't messed with yet, but I mean, I almost feel like people are sleeping at different times, and maybe if you get them you could do maybe a couple different shifts, have some people sleep at night and have some people sleep during the day, and maybe get more work done. Trying to get peak efficiency out of my fellow workers. Oh, look, they're already storing stuff in here. Interesting. Butchering. Do you get more skills for the butchering? What do we think that is? Cooking? No. Crafting? Nope. Maybe it's just something you don't need a specific skill to cut up bug insect parts, right? Okay, so we're not making enough food. They're eating raw food now, which is never good. So we need to prioritize cooking. So maybe this is what we do in terms of activity. So also you can turn simple priorities off, right? And so now we can sort of say, hey, listen, your number one priority is to cook. So who's good at cooking? Connor is cooking 3. So Han is our best cook at 4. So like before they do anything else, like they should be cooking. They should be cooking. Maybe we don't. Maybe we need to change this to let's have 10 on stock. Instead of just, because we're eating through them too fast. So I wonder if we like draft him and undraft him, if he'll like, nope. So wait. No, activities. No, Jim, yep. So we increased his priority, like we're saying, hey, listen, you should just be a cook. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to stare at this rock. So if we draft him and move him over here and undraft him, nope, he goes right back to the rock. Han, I want you to be a cook. Who else is good? Connor, no. Laura, let's move her up to 2 too. I guess she's cooking right now, so it's fine. Yeah, we want them to eat the cooked food, but the raw food doesn't sit as well with them. If we look at happiness, like 8 a meal plus 6, right? So we want that. All right, it's coming together. Well, the storage row is all up. That's good. Silicon deposit. Nice. Well, now if we go into here, we should be able to. Well, we need electronics, but I thought to produce electronics, we needed silicon. maybe we actually need to mine it. Find or produce it. All right, so we need to actually like pull it out of the ground. I'll mine that. I'll mine it. And like, won't this turn into silicon too? Like, what happens if we pull these ones out of the ground right here? Let's just like harvest this. Diesel generators researched. All right, here we go. Connor reached construction 4, so that just means he's going to be faster and more efficient at constructing, which is yes. Yes. All right, so now we have 10 veggies soups on hand. It looks like we had some meat. Oh, that's right. We have meat soups now too because of the gross bugs. All right, new research silicon. Look at this. There's the diesel generator. And now if we come in here to research electronics crafting, cool. So I guess we have to produce some electronics at a workbench before we can build one solar panel. Usually like when they scrap something, they'll pull some electronics out of it, but I guess we haven't been that lucky. We didn't win that luck rate. So we've scavenged all of this. Let's scavenge this and let's scavenge this and see if we can get some electronics out of it. What is the wooden fortifications next? Let's do the thing where we can tear the spaceships apart. Just because I think that will help us to find some electronics to get going. We're gonna need, we need them to build solar panels, but I guess we could build windmills. Windmills. What do we need to build? What do we need to build? Windmills, man. Windmills. Every game I play has a windmill in it. Yep, electronics. Electronics to build a windmill turbine? I don't know where you're from, boy. All right. So this building's almost done. This is great. They're constructing the roof. All right, I don't really have a super plan for this yet, to tell you the truth. Maybe we put everything in this room. So maybe you take, maybe we take the cook shelf here and we put it, I don't know, here. Hi, Malls. And maybe we'll do like a nice small window there. At least move them inside. And then in terms of like light, maybe we build our first wooden torchlight in here. Blocking objects. So they can see. He's getting pretty good at that target practice, huh? Plus 18 happiness. Man, wait, so that's the key to happiness is target practice? Drax, what have you been doing with your life? Okay, so let's have them move all of this inside. So we can say Keep empty. Keep empty. Survivors are forbidden to deliver resources to the storage and will haul its contents to another device. So hopefully they're going to come along and remove all of this. And we can destroy this. We'll have a little bit more room. We're going to move these seats inside as soon as they're done. We're going to put a parquet floor in here. I think we'll probably, in the short term, do something fun like a cool fireplace, maybe? Maybe right here? Whoa. Yep. Yeah, this is coming together. Ah, man. So much fun. I remember last Sunday when we were playing, I was like, I want to kind of keep going. Yeah, it's my kind of game. Right? I mean, there's no like, yes, there are objectives, but I like these open-ended, you need to build it, you need to make it the best you can make it, like not on the rails kind of games. We know this. We know this about Drax. All right. Oh, we could just well, I guess let's move this lamp. We'll move so there's some lamp in, so there's some light inside, huh? All right, what are they doing? They're eating. They're eating. So he's still taking, and instead of a meal, he's eating just a raw piece of, come on, dude. He's like, I could have a veggie soup, or I could just eat some raw nonsense. I don't understand. I did this the last time and it really screwed me, but I think I'm gonna try it again. Let's take them. Let's not let them allow to eat. Let's take off raw foods. We're gonna force them to eat real food. I mean, we're going through all this to like cook food, and then he walks over and he's like, what is this, a pumpkin? Cool, just give me a knife, I'm gonna eat the inside of the pumpkin. I could eat vegetable stew or just this raw pumpkin. Punch in the face, dude. All right, so now the cooking's happening indoors here. And we'll, as the storage becomes tighter, we'll sort this out, but for right now, we're just storing everything in here. I mean, I guess we should tell this. If we come in here, we could say, listen, medicines, yes. Weapons, yes. Apparel, yes. Crafting materials. Electronics. Yeah, all right. So like all the stuff that can't be stored outside on a pad, that's fine. And then we want to come in and say, let's do wood parquet in this area. I don't know about the other area. Is it affecting him? Hello, friend. Cave dweller, it is. Did you see it hit the lightning rod again? So I guess we'll do it throughout. And we'll do some other cool flooring as we get to a little bit more materials. But I like the parquet floor. Like, I want parquet floors in real life. All right, we probably don't need to have this going. So we'll extinguish it because it's 17 degrees and it'll make it like, yeah, it's 25 degrees with the fireplace on. So it'll come in handy though. Let's explore. All right, so there's a whole exploring that we'll probably do next week. We gotta build a balloon area and what have you. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. All right, guys, keep building that parquet floor. So he pulled the silicon out of there. These guys are scavenging up here. He got like some cool body armor. Hello. And, oh, you know what? We pulled the Yeah, so we have 30 silicon. What happens when we harvested this thing? No one harvested it yet. No. Maybe I didn't click on it? These are getting close too. Cool. All right. So this building's almost complete now. So I think we can do... Let's move them... maybe we do like one right there, and then we'll move here.
Dogs and cats living together.
Oh my
Mass
God.
hysteria.
Molly, if you want to watch me jump, that's what you do. Thank you for the bits. Oh my God. That wasn't as bad as when the bear jumped out at me the other day, but I definitely jumped. Thanks, Smalls. Whew. Should rename it Jump Scare. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna store the food. Right, so we take like one of these. We take one of these here, and we'll come in and we'll do a couple right here. Because we want them, we don't want them to walk all the way over here to get the food. We want them to sort of grab the food. Like we almost want to store it in this room. I don't know how that would play, but for now we'll put it here and we'll see how it plays out. Like it's all about like managing how far they need to move and when they need to move. Like there's gonna be like a line of refrigerators on this wall at some point. So, all right. And then we'll just pause it a second. Let's highlight all of this and just say deselect all. And we just want to do cooked meals on here, right? And then what we want to do here is highlight this and we're going to say, hey, no cooked meals on here. So that when they cook them, they'll move the cooked meals there. Make sense? Good? Yeah. Why are we not moving all this shit out of here? All right, now it seems like we've got everybody eating meals. We have plenty of them, right? I'm really happy with our progress. Like, I know this room seems like big and ridiculous, but like, this is all going to be storage rows. Storage rows, storage rows, storage rows. We're going to store a whole bunch of stuff in here because we're going to have a bunch of food. And then maybe we'll do 3 rows and then maybe we'll bring this... maybe we'll bring these guys indoors here. Like the research desk, maybe we'll, for the time being, let's like throw it on that wall. Same with this guy, like right next to it. Just to get him indoors. And now the only thing we've kind of got outside is storage. Ooh, whoa. Look at this option. Whoops. Hey, no. I didn't want to do this one. Oh no, I just selected them all to be deconstructed. Hilarious. Oh, Drax. Wait a bloody minute. Hey, Konex, how are you? Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. How you doing this Sunday? I know you. Playing a little Alien Stranded Alien Dawn. The name of the game I can never get right. Doo-doo. How you doing? Oh my god, I don't know how that didn't get me, but it didn't get me. Thanks, Malls. I'm also doing very damn good, thank you. Yeah, it's a laid back, chill Sunday so far. I watched some soccer at the beginning of the day, some American soccer, and my team won. So that's always a good way to start the day. And yeah, finish some video stuff, and then I usually stream on Sundays for a couple of hours. I'm almost done. Usually I stream a different game than I stream during the week. I stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then on Sundays I stream for a couple of hours before Molly gets started. And so right now we're playing Alien Stranded Dawn. Or Stranded Alien Dawn, yeah. Oh, hey, thanks for the sub. Boom, boom. Appreciate it. Now you don't have to watch McDonald's ads. All right, there you are. Like, this is the time of the game where you're like, everything's moving really slow. Not on Twitch hardly as much anymore, so it's news to me. All right, yeah. I was thinking the other day, like, I don't remember the last day. There was a time a couple of years ago, like Molly was already streaming, but like I was really busy with my my job at the time, and like I actually stopped my Twitch Turbo, and like I wasn't watching Twitch hardly at all. I mean, I would catch her rarely, even because she was streaming when I was asleep. But I mean that was a couple of years ago, and now pretty much like it's an everyday thing for me. I mean, I love watching people stream games, so it's pretty cool, but yeah, I usually start out. I have like, you know, regular streamers that I watch in the mornings and in the afternoons, and then there's this woman I know who streams at night. I usually watch her. I don't know. And then I started streaming, so it's fun. All right, well, that forced them to. I told them to like dismantle it and move the stuff, and that forced them to move it indoors. Like they're like, okay, fine, we'll do it now. Whoa. Oh, Konax. 69 subs. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Smash. Holy shit. 50 people just were like, who the hell is Drax and how do I have a sub to him? All right, well, I really do appreciate it. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Very kind. Very kind. Yep, we just won. That's the end. Any excuses to help good people? That's very kind of you. Very, very kind. Well, hey, Mana, you got a sub. Look at that whale. Look at the whale. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, man. All right, so now it's summer's coming to an end. You can see up here in the top left corner right here, you can see it's coming to an end. And we're beginning to harvest some of the things that we're growing in. A lot of this stuff will actually grow through the winter. Some of it will stop altogether. This leather is, I actually think it needs to be doubled, but we'll see. And you can see they're beginning to transport it in, which is fantastic. And if we look up here, we can see now we've got 40 skin bark. Skin bark. I don't think we have any electronics yet still. I'm just watching this random dude play a game I have had my eye on for a while. Mana, I'm telling you. Oh, thanks. Yeah. She's definitely the queen of the streaming. Her stream on Friday was amazing, and she's inspired me to do something very similar, and we both have a love for games, so we're having such a great time. We're very creative people, and so being creative together is just a lot of fun. Man, if you played RimWorld, you'll love this game. If you like base building and a little bit of tower defense, in-depth research tree, like this game is worth the money, on sale or not on sale. it's so good. I got it last year. If you weren't here in the beginning, I got it last year when it was in early access and played it, and I had very little complaints. And yeah, the confetti gun was great. Gonax, it was so much fun. Oh my god, the one clip I got of her, where she's so surprised by it going off is great. It has, in my mind, it has very few flaws, this game, and it does so many things right. And a little while ago I was talking about it, but I think that like my big complaint on a lot of games is that like the information you need is not at an easy place, or you've got to click into a thing or whatever it is. But this game does such an amazing job of telling you exactly what is going on, so you can focus in on what you want to be doing or what you're working on, right? You know, you've got, this is sort of up in the left top corner is like the day and the summer and what the research is and what the temperature is and the speed. And then up here at the very top, you've got all your resources. So you can say, okay, yes, there's food. Yes, there's meals, right? Without you can, then if you hover over it, it kind of digs in, right? And then on the character screen, you can see, yes, they've got a weapon, what they're doing right now, right? It was this little icon on the bottom. And then that little bar back there, the little blue bar, tells you how happy they are. So without having to click on them, I can see, okay, Connor's working, he's eating, he has a gun, cool, and his happiness is quite high at 88%. And that's just looking. So I think that the information screen is fantastic. Just the overall UI and design of the game. And then when you get to like the beauty of the game, I mean, it's the details fantastic, watching them work and how they're working, all the different bugs and the animations. It runs real smooth. Never had it fall over on me. Look, he's holding his back because he has back pain, right? Now he's gonna eat, and we can see that he's eating something green. So it's, in terms of base building, like, this is just the beginning, right? We have one big room. I built him some other rooms. We're gonna build a bunch of more. Then we're trying to unlock defense. So we're gonna build walls and towers and guns and flamethrowers. Then there's exploration. I mean, we're in the very beginning of the game. You explore other sites. And what you're trying to do is get off the planet. So that's the final thing you're working on. Resources are gathered, and you can then grow them. And you have to go and explore and look at them first. And then there's huge pieces of the spaceship that fell to Earth, or that fell to this planet. And so you have to scavenge them out and pull out resources that are in them. And we'll be able to break them down. So I think that it's 3D RimWorld. I mean, like, right down to like how you manage the schedule. This looks just like RimWorld. How you manage activities. This is just like RimWorld, right? Research is pretty close to RimWorld. So like, if you've played RimWorld and you liked that, you will like this game. And I don't even remember how much I paid for it. I can't, $25, $30, whatever. I've played probably 50, 60 hours. So you will get enjoyment out of this game. You will. And there's a bunch of scenarios now that they've built into it. So you can drop as a military base and try to hold it against the bug invasion. And then you can play it on creative mode. You can play it on easy. You can play it on super hard. So there's lots of bugs and lots of things that are attacking you. And so I just think for the depth and the ability to kind of play it how you want to play it, it's fantastic. And it's funny because like I had sort of I played it two different times last year, and I was sort of like at the end, and I was like, okay, I'll wait for it to come out. And when I was looking for a game to play, we had just played Ostriv, and so I wanted to switch on Sundays to a different game because we kind of completed that one. And this was on my mix, and I was like, it had just been released, and it's full version now in April. And I was like, you know what, I'll play it. And we played it last week for the very first time, and I was like, you know what, it's damn good. It's really damn good. And I love RimWorld. I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours of RimWorld. I remember the last time I played RimWorld, and this is probably a year ago. I was doing where you just drop in as a single survivor and starting, because I was like, it's not hard enough. It needs to be harder. And I'm so rarely like that in games. Usually I'm just like, let's take it easy and play the game. But like, I've played a lot of RimWorld. I love that game. And It's funny because I don't have any expansions yet. I keep thinking, oh, I'm going to buy one of the expansions and play some of those, but I just haven't. I've watched people play the expansions, but it's on my list. It's on my list. There's too many great games out there. A lot has to do with happiness in this game. You need to keep them happy. So that's why they all have their own rooms. And we've got activities for them to do. So yeah, there really are. Like if you would have told me when I was young that I would live in a world where there would be a place I could go. I wouldn't have to leave my house. There'd be a place I could go and there'd be thousands of games that I would want to play. I would have been like, no way, dude. Please. Games are never going to be that. Games are so not popular. No one wants to be gamers. Everyone thinks games are geeks, man. All right, so now they've cleaned this out. So let's deconstruct these two to get ready to build maybe another building. No one wants to be a nerd, yeah, like me. So his only problem now is he's got an acute pain, right? He's well fed, he slept in a private room, in a comfy bed. Many fun things to do. He ate at a table, ate a quick meal, so... Nice, man. Nice. So arguably when I'm playing this game, like I've got a big knowledge base that's sort of gotten me here with very little problems, but my first playthrough was not this it was not this problem free. Like I had a lot more unhappiness. People were starving. Like I didn't have a good setup. Like this is trial and error many times of me saying this is kind of how I want it to work. And I don't think this is perfect either. Like them having to walk outside is not the greatest. Like we'll probably build a little hallway here that they can walk into and then walk into the room, and then maybe another like connector that we'll put in building in the middle so that during the winter, unless they're going to go harvest something outside, maybe they never need to go outside. I go through spouts where like I read a lot of stuff on the internet. I have like a whole like bunch of blogs that I follow on RSS that I read through every single day. And then I'm always reading like a book, but sometimes I'm reading more than one book. Sometimes I'm reading it faster, sometimes I'm reading it slower, but it ebbs and flows. Being outside in the cold is good environmental conditioning. At least that's what I tell myself. Yeah. They don't like it. They get some unhappiness from it. Ugh, man. I didn't spend a lot of time outside this winter, but last winter I was working. I worked for a sports team, and I'm in Denmark, and so we did a lot of outdoor games, and I froze a lot. You think it's going to be fine, but like you're sitting in the stands and it's just below freezing and you're not moving, right? So you're not generating any heat and you're just sitting there like literally freezing, just like in place. And I'm wearing like layer after layer after layer and the cold's just biting through. All right, so these guys are just tearing apart this stuff here. Well, unfortunately, that's where I need to stop. Molly's going to start soon, so... But I think I wanted to build today, and we did. And so I think this is a good, solid foundation for what's next. And I think next week, when we play this game on Sunday, I think we're going to build, and we'll start building some defensive walls. The bugs are going to get bigger and harder to beat. And we're researching that now, wood fortifications. So we're halfway there. And then we're going to have to deal with winter. The summer's almost over. We'll have to build some more heaters. We'll probably put in another table in. We'll fill in some more storage. But I think in terms of like a great start, this is awesome. We did what we wanted. We got everyone into a bed and everyone into their own private room. And we built a bigger room to store all of our cool stuff, start cooking and researching inside, eating inside. And then we'll slowly start moving the storage out here and then maybe another building in the middle. We've got some good, yeah. We've got some good crops going. We're going to need some more. Winter's going to be rough. So yeah, a great start. And like I said earlier, like if you haven't bought this game, it's so worth your time if you're into this type of base building, survival type game. It's great. I started to read web novels. I have a certain skill in conversation when it comes to stories, and I'm currently reading through about 50 or so stories. Over 100 some point. Oh, wow, that's great. Web novels. Are they just short? It is good to have a hobby. That's what I was talking about hobbies the other day, and like my dad just retired, and I think that having hobbies after you're done working is so important. Like, you know, I'm always thinking like when I retire someday, I've already got my hobbies lined up, right? Like, no, chapters are short, but some stories can be rather long. Oh, cool. I've already got my hobbies lined up. Gardening, model building, coin collecting, golf, right? Like, these are all things that are great. I don't know if I'll do any of those, but like, those are some hobbies that I'm aspiring to. Oh, man. Do. Let us Drax. Long-term goals are good to have. Indeed, they are. Amazing web novels. I have finished 2,000 chapters. Holy. It's insane. What is going on with this incredible music selection that this suddenly came up? That's hilarious. All right, so let's maybe we'll find somebody to raid here. Yeah, there's a couple of us. Maybe there's someone in the directory there's someone else playing this game. This morning, no one was playing this game. Yeah, there's some good ones. There's some good ones out there. There's also...
Don't get cocky malls.
Yeah, don't get cocky malls. Mm-hmm. Don't get cocky malls.
Backman!
Oh, Squirrel's playing RimWorld, or Squirrel's playing this game? Unbelievable. I haven't watched that guy in forever. I'm just looking here. Playing with viewers, backseating allowed. That's what we like to see, right? Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait. Kaja's playing Stardew. Maybe we'll go over and just see him. It's been a while since we've seen our dear, dear friend. Everybody loves Stardew Valley, right? I made a clip just for Buckma the other day. Yeah, Buckma has some good clips. This is a good friend of the stream. He's a great dude. He plays a lot of the similar games we do. He's in our community, and it's a safe place to go. He usually plays great music. He plays Stardew, which I think is hilarious because out of all the games he plays, I always feel like Stardew is like a little bit out of his wheelhouse, but he loves it and he's been playing it for a long time and he's very good at it. So, yeah, it's great. It's really good. So please just spend a little bit of time and say hello to him. There's the raid message. Konex, thank you so much for all the subs. I really appreciate it. That's just badass. Just so huge. Such a crazy thing to have it on a Sunday. My Sunday streams are usually like 6 people and like it's very quiet and it's just me kind of putzing away with the game, but it really, you made it. You made a great Sunday. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Central European time. That's 12 in the East. And if you're on the West Coast, you got to figure out the time. I can't do that kind of math in my head. And then on Sundays, just for a couple of hours, usually around 3 o'clock, which is early, 8 or 9 a.m. on the far West Coast. But I've got a great YouTube channel. Head over there and maybe check out a couple of videos. I did a bunch of stuff. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Vintage Story, so I've got those on there. I'll see you in the raid. Have a great Sunday.